considered my love of art. And I realized it's not just the art, it's the artist. I like art a lot, but I love artists. I love the stories behind their work, the characters, lopping off years, rankling the establishment with paintings of soup cans, often boldly revealing themselves to our keen observation, insight, our scrutiny. What a marvelous thing. The courage to create. Though I must say, nothing about your work strikes me as courageous. It seems self-indulgent, petulant, like a tantrum from a child who just realized that the world can be a dark and unfair place.
I'm not interested in your opinions of my work. An artist's job is to speak.
And this latest manifesto, beginning with the murder of Randy Brenner, what is it that you feel so compelled to say?
You have no idea where he was going, do you?
Call it a rat farm.
A what?
Rats. Remote access.
We know what a rat is. We also know that you downloaded the NSA program that Aaron Wilbur put online.
Why call it a farm? Because it's a business. We collect rat systems, grow them, maintain them, and ultimately sell them. You were right. As a startup, Headwood was nothing special. Randy and I were struggling until we got lucky. We found that program.
You saw a golden opportunity.
Gold. What you were looking at is worth a hell of a lot more than gold in today's market. This is what people want. Access. Inspire a sorority girl? Maybe you want to know what your local politician likes to do at home. Trade secrets of a Fortune 500 company. The common data systems a stream of feed like a broadcasting network. Cops, nannies, teachers.
People pay to access the feeds.
Go for a range of pricing options. Single feed, package of 5, or unlimited streaming for those who prefer to browse. Look, I lied to protect this place. But I swear I told the truth about Randy. I didn't kill him, and I don't know who did.
All those people, stars of the show, they don't even know exist.
An enemy of mine contacted you.
Hang on.
A work was commissioned.
That was a job.
I need to know how to find your benefactor now.
I don't know. It was all done anonymously. I got meticulous instructions for what to paint and where to send it.
An address. You can answer me, or I can turn that roll behind even to the Jackson Pollock.
You think it was Reddington?
You got the clerk in name. Intimidated and irritated about that. My question is why? This was his chance to get rid of me.
Well, I confirmed it. I didn't know you were being accused of. I just said you were part of some sort of robbery. He already knew. He told me about the diamonds.
Because I told him.
I don't understand. You told me? Since when do you talk to Reddington?
I don't want to talk to him, Liz. I work for him. Have ever since the day he was shot. I'm part of his mobile surgical unit now. He warned me not to take his money. I should have listened.
Nick, I had no idea.
3 nights ago, I was standing in an abandoned garage pulling a 9mm slug from the Liverpool, 32-year-old weapons dealer from Kuala Lumpur. So when you say he makes you feel trapped, like your life isn't your own anymore, I know how that feels.
Why did you do it? You don't know that being a time that you saved him.
People say youth is wasted on the young. I disagree. I believe wisdom is wasted on the old. All you can do is part with it, but very few will take it. Least of all the people closest to you. They want no part of it. No matter how often I warn you about seem intent on discovering those perils for yourself.
Thank you.
I know. I say things that unsell you. About the dangers that lie ahead. I know I anger you with things I say about Tom. But if I've ever given you the impression that you won't survive this, that you and your child aren't going to have the simple life that I know you long for, I'm sorry. Because you are going to have that, Lizzie.
She's been gathering. We still haven't figured out where it's being recorded. What do you plan to do with it? The first time she brought up adoption, she was so nervous she tried to cook dinner, which was a complete disaster. I think it was around my third bite of cold spaghetti, she just started to cry. I don't know, I think she was afraid of disappointing me, but she told us she wanted to adopt all some of the children and needed a loving family. She put it in that moment, I was just, I think I gotta love her more. She's gonna be great though. I'm sure it is.
I almost lost you because the idea of that I would never see you again. Baby. Heartbeat.
Where's Ristova?
I don't know.
9 days ago, a painting was commissioned. It was sent to this address, shipped to you, Mr. Paul Alam.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a theater. A private art broker. I received a call. No name was given. She said a piece had been acquired and was nearly finished. She asked that it be sent to me.
For pickup.
Yes, but not by her, by you. Tell me of the wishes of wedding you. She said you were done.
back.
The online reporting implicates the United States in the murder of a Chinese official. The reporting appears to prove that Zhang Nan was poisoned as part of a plot orchestrated by this man, State Department official Russell Pritchard.
My face was all over the news.
Get me out of Beijing. But China is not looking for me. I'll be the bearer of time and girlfriend. Hey, please, the recording isn't real. It's all some kind of frame up. It was released by a man called the caretaker. That's who you have to find. The caretaker.
The first secret has been released. The second will come very soon.
I'm supposed to be taking care of you. Oh, feeling better. Yes. Yes, I want to marry you. Yes, I will take care of you for the rest of our lives. For better and definitely for worse.
Delivery for Tom Keen from Save Stop Pharmacy.
Oh, I can do it.
It's prescription medicine. I need a patient signature. I got it. Come on. I'm good. I'm great.
Rest.
I will. Yep. Quick spit for the vein. It's Glock 26. For your pleasure.
How you feeling?
I've accepted Tom's proposal. We're gonna get married.
Nice.
I know how you feel about it. I hope you keep that in mind.
Are you aware that a gentleman in your State Department has been murdered in Beijing?
Yes, fished out of the high river.
His name was Russell Pritchard. Murdered by the Chinese as payback for the assassination of a Chinese official, Yuan Lao,
How?
with the help of Addison Wen, an extremely powerful Chinese-American businessman. While Zhang Lao was in town visiting the UN, Mr. Wen invited him to a dinner party at his home. That night, Zhang Lao was poisoned by agents that Mr. Wen agreed to let the State Department place on his serving staff. That agreement, it seems, was recorded by Addison Wen himself. He knew once the murder was committed, he'd be considered a loose end by your government.
He wanted insurance that the government wouldn't kill him.
Precisely. Which brings us to our next blacklister. They call him the caretaker, the secret keeper. Documents, recordings, photos. The caretaker maintains an impenetrable safe deposit vault for criminals, governments, patented industry. They only releases of secrets according to one specific instructions.
So in Addison Went's case, that recording is leverage. He probably didn't want it released unless he was murdered or arrested for the poisoning of Chenla.
I agree. And yet my sources tell me Addison Went is very much alive and was in no danger of prosecution, which means something has gone terribly wrong. The integrity of the caretaker's operation is the only thing preventing thousands of closely guarded secrets from being exposed, secrets that have looking powerful and dangerous people.
I don't know. Please.
If his system is failing, I assure you, Russell Pritchard's death is only the beginning.
According to writings, the reporting of Pritchard and Addison Went is just one secret of thousands. He says the caretaker has evidence of murder, corruption, blackmail, and not just from governments, corporations, billionaires. Is this the kind of information people kill to acquire?
Kill to keep secret.
He wants us to find the caretaker and contain the leaks.
Why? Isn't it best for the truth to come out?
Sounds a little naive.
All right, morality aside, let's just find this guy and deal with whatever secrets he's keeping one at a time. Start with Addison Went. If he deposited a recording with the caretaker, maybe he knows what the hell is going on. We better get to him fast. If you have to skill Zhong Lao, the Chinese are going to want to work with him.
But you don't seem very surprised to see me.
They say two things will survive a nuclear holocaust. Cockroaches and twin peaks. You're living with both. I'll make this easy for you. And hard.
I'm here to make you an offer.
Mind if I change into some clothes?
I guess. Spark back to you. Shut me. Let me forget. No, that's far enough. Why is it always have to be like this with Jan? I came here.
He's just boring.
Do I have to put a hole in your head to get it? Well, maybe that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I was told he keeps secrets. I was just informed.
So then he'll look everything you know about him, and maybe we both give each other a chance.
I'm an American. He can't expedite.
Said anything about it for you.
Tom and I are getting married.
That's great. After everything you've been through, I'm happy you found your way back to each other. I know from my own personal experience, it's not an easy thing to do.
I'm so sorry about what's happening to Charlene.
Forget about that. You're getting married.
It's crazy. I just wish. Despite everything she's put me through, I wish my mom could be there.
Of course you do. It's only natural.
I mean, everybody has something to say about her. I just wish I knew the truth for myself. You know?
Are you sure there's no one who can help you?
I tracked down this one man, Anton Valov. He said he didn't know much, but I think he was holding something back.
Seems like you should pay this Mr. Veloff a visit.
Could be your important poison jungle now, recording proofs that you're inspired to. So, you have no pleasure except to start telling me.
I don't have anything to say. I don't know his name. We never met.
But you gave him the recording. How?
I put it in the tubes.
Tubes. What tubes?
The U.S. Post Office initiated pneumatic tube service in 1893. Soon, it had over 27 miles of tubes running beneath Manhattan, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. That is just the post office. There were libraries, hospitals, department stores.
According to when the caretaker uses the system to transport documents and other hard media.
Which one of these tubes leads to this caretaker?
There are hundreds of tubes and thousands of terminals.
Potential superhighway to transport drugs, cash, contraband right under our noses.
There is no way to untangle it.
I know someone who can.
Who?
He's quite an eccentric, recluse. But I'm a faithful client and he's agreed to meet with us. There is one thing that I can't seem to wrap my head around.
What?
Tom, after all the lies, all the deception and humiliation, how you can just forgive and forget.
I haven't forgotten. Forgiveness can't change the past, but I believe it can change the future.
It's a charming sentiment. But as far as I'm concerned, some things are unforgivable.
He's here?
Approximately 60 feet beneath our feet.
Years quickly through restoring and expanding the ERT system.
So it's true, it really exists.
Oh yes, fully functional, intelligent, reliable eco-waste system. I've been service to specialized clientele. I've been in it since its early days, and I'm wagering the caretaker is as well. Oh, I have to stare.
Hugo, it's been your busy as ever. Reagan?
You didn't say you were bringing persons. Well, no dead bang. This is former FBI agent Elizabeth Keene.
FBI.
They employ me as a consultant. He employs me as an inside source.
And in that capacity, she has alerted me to a troubling development. They have grave repercussions for many of your clients. And me, I need you to give me the location of one of those clients. The caretaker.
Violate a client's privacy?
That'd be a violation. Normally, I would agree, but the caretaker system has been compromised, and the FBI are looking for it. They will find him, and then
They'll find me.
no doubt. But if you can give us his location, Miss Keene will steer the Bureau away from you, guaranteeing you will not be in prison. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Watching her drown.
If they're holding him there, I can't think of a better place to start than right here with you.
Just
I could end this right now. I could go find the man and I could end him too, or we can just agree and just walk away. I'm not with you. Get up, come back with me.
Shouldn't say yes.
Asking you to help me walk away. Caretaking styles.
In what world does that make sense?
Only in Wilmington.
The house should be just around this corner. Hold up, what's that?
And lives forever with his name praise.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife, hands where we can see them.
When you want to keep the secrets.
Man died. We're told other people die when other secrets leaks. Is this a deliberate leak or negligence? A flaw in your security?
Who penetrated your system? No. The system is perfect. I released it.
I'm begging you. Please, please, you don't have to do this. You can let me go. Please, please, you have
You have 24 hours to release ledger item number 21-6. Lufthansa Airlines and the German government.
Please, Daddy. Just do what they say.
President's corporation. The traditions. My father's is nothing and love I hope for Rose. She's all I have. They know that too. Okay. And the ledger. They had the names of my clients in the kitchens of the secret keep. They were all committed to betray a sentence. Goodbye midnight. All roads with death.
We can help you. We will do everything we can to help find Rose, but we can't do that without knowing the secret the kidnappers wanted to know.
You confiscated his wallet when we were leaving. What proper answer would see that there's a taking?
A contract between an airline and the German government. 100 million euros up front, 2 million euros for every year thereafter. Services rendered. It's dated March 4th, 2007.
Got a hit. April 12th, 2007, an A318 Airbus operated by Lufthansa crashed just after takeoff at Tripoli International. That was back in March. All 107 passengers and 6 crew dead. When airline officials announced the crash was due to an avionic malfunction.
All very cut and dried, unless the rumors were true.
A terrorist attack. Then why would the airline assume liability?
Threat, if blamed from another institution. One with an even greater responsibility for the safety of German citizens.
The German government? You're suggesting that the terrorists warned the government beforehand.
And they failed to alert the airline to the threat. Lufthansa claims responsibility, shielding the bureaucrats from the scandal in exchange for remuneration for the inevitable blizzard of lawsuits one hand washes the other.
So the airline places the contract in escrow with the caretaker as leverage against exposure.
Have you got any leads on who abducted his daughter?
She was last in your office 3 days ago. That's there's no right now.
But under no circumstances can that contract bring public knowledge.
If we do nothing, Rose Janice will die at midnight. We still have 2 hours.
Very well, make every minute count. But if you fail, I warn you, do not expose the Germans.
Tom, your guest is here.
Thank you.
Thank you for meeting with me, Mr. Reloff. About a year ago, I came to visit you at your restaurant.
I remember you were asking about Katerina Rostova.
That's right. I was hoping you could answer a few more questions for me.
She was just a name, one of many I heard when I was with Spetsnaz. Beyond that, I know nothing. Don't talk to me. Try to explain the biggest thing. Something.
Why did you do anything if you can't help me?
My daughter. I don't know. I have written her this letter. You are with the FBI, no? You can find her.